January 2007. This cat changed the history of Japan. Train. Meet Tama, the first conductor. Her job, train conductor of the Wakayama Electric Railway since 2007. A little history of Tama. Before her success, she was a poor street cat, picked up and became a respectable, hard-working cat who revived a railway. Japan loves her. She has magazine, train line, stickers, merch, mugs, plushies, and even a documentary. That's how popular Tama had become. Now, what does a cat conductor do? Clearly, she doesn't operate the train. She's just a cat. One thing that Tama does have to do as a train conductor is welcome travelers. Yes, she has to deal with smelly humans who are just there to pet her. Like me. I mean, who wouldn't want to pet a fluffy conductor? During breaks, Tama takes short naps and small meals, unlike my cat who take big meals and big naps. I love my potato. Anyways, Tama is best known for saving the Kishigawa line. Tama generated an estimated amount of 10 million. Tama was promoted to a super station master and later honorary internal station master after her passing in 2015 at the age of 16. That's like 80 years old in human years, so Tama lived a full life. Tama was given a Shinto-style funeral and enshrined at a local shrine as a spirit deity, which is amazing. If you go visit Japan, do go visit this little fluffy deity. On the tier list of greatest cat, Tama is a 10 out of 10 great cat. Hardworking and cute. This is Nitama, the assistant station master and the second train conductor, the successor of Tama the first. Nitama was the second train conductor of the Wakayama Electric Railway in August 2015. Yes, there was other cat candidates to become this next station master, but Nitama matched all the qualities of a good conductor. Nitama resembles Tama, small and cute, and most importantly, likes pet. A little history of Nitama. They found her under a car on a rainy day in Okayama. I like how they hire cats, picked up and placed them in a high position. 10 out of 10 cat employment. Cat economy, up. Japan economy, down the toilet. Japan has been doing too well economically. Well, anyways, Nitama is pretty popular in Japan. Japan loves her. She too got magazines in a cool fit with a tiny little hat like Tama. Nitama is still working hard to live up to Tama's popularity. Nitama is best known for being calm and taking good pets, and being extra fluffy. Like Tama, Nitama too gets to be on shirts, mugs, plushies, stickers, hats, and anything that sells. And this is the apprentice cat, Yontama. She takes her shift when Nitama takes leave for vacations. The vets. And as you can see, Yontama resembles Tama and Nitama. The requirement is really strict. Now, before these little workers were hired, let's learn some cat history. A history of cat in Japan. Cats appear in Japan between the 6th and the 10th centuries, brought over by mainly the Buddhist monks. Their primary mission? Guard precious sutras from rats during long sea voyages. A cat on a ship was basically a equivalent to hiring a top-notch security. It's like traveling to the west with a monkey, but this is traveling to Japan with a sleepy and hardworking cat fending off rats, which is better. Because the cat was pretty much just fighting rats, while for some reason, the monkey enraged gods and demons, and during the journey to the west, everything is trying to kill the travelers. Anyways, at first, cats were pretty rare in Japan and considered high-status animals. For a while, they were even kept on leashes. Imagine that. Records even shows that by 794 to 1185, cats lived in the imperial palace. The nobles loved them. Even the emperor wrote about his beloved cat in his diary. Describe it as a tiny panther with a ribbon collar. Of course, over time, cats were spread to the general population as companions and mousers. Japan has some wild cat legends, and like every country during the older centuries, superstitions was rampant, and stories were exaggerated, which I understand. I too will be the biggest myth talker, traveling one town to another, about how magical my cat is and that he's the best. Anyways, this is the Bakaneko, a supernatural demon cat. A Bakaneko is a cat that lives for a long life and goes crazy. Bakaneko can shift into their owners and impersonate them. Bakaneko plays with fire, shoot fireballs, and start house fires, probably because nobody fed the little tabby on time. Also, I'm pretty sure the fireball myth was just someone hyping up their cat, which I understand. My fat cat is just water. Bakaneko are said to dance around with a towel on their heads like a menace to society. Bakaneko are said to eat and play with dead things and eat things much larger than their size. Bakaneko can bring down great curses and misfortune. This is my little fluffball. Ungrateful little potato. Makes me broke. That's his curse. And then there's the Nekomata, an evolved form of the Bakaneko with 2 tails. It's like a Pokemon evolution, but not much change. It's just more violent and cunning and has 2 tails. Also, there's another form of the Bakaneko, the Keisha, a flame cat that brings bad people to hell, the messenger of hell. Keisha are extremely scary looking cats. There are many other stories of cats in Japan, but let's move on. Cats in Japan and geography. If you watch any media, then you know Japan loves cat. But honestly, who doesn't? Cats are basically mood-swinging roommates who don't pay rent and still somehow run the place. Japan has about 9 to 10 million cats, more than any other pets. The best thing about Japan is that they have cat islands, aka Fluffy Heaven. I want to roll in seafood fluff and get judged by 40 cats. This is Tachirojima, a cat island, where cats outnumber humans 6 to 1. Hiroshima, another island where there are more cats than people. It's like 6 old fishermen and 100 plus cats. Enoshima, housing many little cats roaming the towns. Ejima, housing hundreds of cats compared to a few old people in the town. Menashiba, a fishing community where cats outnumber the resident in eating fishes. And there's many other cat islands. Now, how did these islands happen? Farmers and fishermen pretty much brought cat for rat control. But over time, the younger generation moved to cities, and the cat pretty much stayed behind. No predators, good environment, there's abundant of food, so they pretty much multiply like crazy. Now, they run the place, and honestly, they're doing a better job than most landlords. Now, cats don't only live on these tiny little islands in Japan. They control and roam mainland Japan. Japan loves cat. Japan also has a lot of cat-themed mascot, for literally everything. Trains, police, cities, and even flood prevention companies. Cat Cafe, Hello Kitty, and so many anime cat girls. Tall, short, shy, weird, and illegals. My favorite, personally, cat VTubers. They're funny, unhinged, and sometimes a little racist. Hilarious. Peak internet energy. Also, there's cat shrines, called Gotokuji Temple in Tokyo, the birthplace of the famous Maneki Neko cat, the lucky beckoning cat. There are statues you can see everywhere, and in Japan, people leave entire walls of ceramic cats to wish for good fortune. It's like a furry wishing well. Now, it's pretty obvious. The Japanese and cats go well together. Cats are small, quiet, sometimes cute, low maintenance, and don't take up much space, which is important when most people in Japan live in apartments. About 200 square meters, maybe even smaller, compared to the average size of an apartment in New York City's being 700 square feet. So that's a really small apartment. So it's more reasonable to have a cat than any other pet. They don't need walks, don't bark, and like small places. Like boxes. Cats in boxes are the best. A really important thing is that cats are quiet animals. That's why the most popular cat in Japan are Scottish Fold, Munchkin, and British Shorthair. They are very small, cute, with tiny little legs. Also, Japan has low birth rate, meaning more cats. At least that's what I got from the BBC and the CNN. There's daily news about how Japan and Korea have no kids and need more babies. Japan has one of the lowest birth rates in the world. Japan's birth rate is pretty much about 1.2, and 30% of the population is above the age of 65, which is a lot. Japan is currently trying to solve the rising age of the population by importing more immigrants, but there's an easier solution. Japan can just make more babies. This meme is hilarious. It's the Prime Minister of Japan. Missed this dude. But instead, Japan are getting cats. The most popular pets outnumbering any other pets in Japan. Honestly, can't blame them. Cats don't cry at 3 a.m. unless it's for food, and cats are even considered good luck. They have their own temples, are good around people, and simple to care for. Cats are everywhere in Japan. Conquer Japan through its cuteness. Cats and Japan are a rink partnership. Cute. Alright, I'm done talking. My own fluffy little demon is calling me. Probably wants to eat food, so he can grow big, strong, and eventually become a Bakaneko and ruin my life even more. If you enjoyed the video, love your cat, hit the subscribe button, or don't. It's not like I want you to keep watching or anything like that. Anyways, I'm out.